sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Who's it? Peace songs. Hey man. Good evening. Welcome to another Wednesday evening Ketch-Up. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, guys? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Or is there sound? Luckily, my channel has not been hacked, because apparently I heard Mr. Derek Keefe, whether it's his Facebook channel, I've got no idea. But apparently his channel was hacked and renamed, and all his videos were deleted. And it was, I think it was called Tesla US or something like that, and also different videos were actually uploaded. So these guys seem to target people with decent amount of subscribers and then just start the whole thing, hopefully getting a boost or whatever. But just now when I went to go and have a look at his channel, it was up and all his videos was there. So I'm not sure what exactly they're actually referring to, but well, maybe he actually got it back. Any case, let's quickly see who was inside here. There's Mr. Rob Fisher, which was first. I know he's not currently inside chat because he is eating a bit though. He's out with his sweetness and his mates, I assume. Jaco Veldhuis, good evening Jaco. Pierre de Kok, lekker om jou te hê. Jaco Veldhuis weer. Goed, dankie. Daai kant, Zach Damon is here. Yeah, Zach, I was actually planning to show that article, but I wonder how many people inside chat have got any idea what our lovely government has got in store for us tobacco product users. Yo. But I will show you that a bit later. Jy gaan bietjie skrik. Nee, jy gaan 'n bietjie skrik. It is crazy. But yeah, anywho. So good evening, Zach Fee. Hi, nice to have you here as well. Shaal van Niekerk is here. Morning, Phyllis. Kaapstad, it's festive time, says Mr. Zach Diamond. I wonder how many of you guys are going to be Christmas fathers and Christmas mothers here inside chat. and amuse the kids with presents to be handed out on Christmas Eve. Pierre Kok, hy sê al, hoe gaan dit met die dogtertjie? There's Maurits Kutsie. Oh my goodness gracious, Maurits is inside chat as well. Always nice to have the VIPs here. Maurits, hope you're doing well, trust you're doing well. We say no news is good news. I haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks, so I assume everything is going hunky-dory. Dani Jonker is inside here. Dani, I'm going to show your, I think it's your website, Danger Vape Zone. I'm going to show that as well tonight though, because I think it's Dani's got in a couple of interesting things in his especially with Christmas coming up. Maybe you guys are looking for something great and do not know about his website or know that he actually stocks these things. But yeah, it's got a couple of very nice mods on there though. So yes, good evening please, peoples of the palace. Saliers, hey Keizer, how's everyone? Now we're going on, ons neek voort. Now Mr. Purge mods, that's Mr. Maurits, Purge South Africa. And talking about Purge South Africa, I have got a little giveaway gift for one of my members tonight from Oxford, South Africa. And it is this number. You're going to get this number totally sealed, it's sealed off. And you can see there, free lanyard is inside this as well. So you will be getting this number. Now there's a reason why I don't show the name. I'm going to tell you now. And then you're also going to get this. Look at this keppie. Check it, this keppie. Embroidered, I tell you. It's embroidered. Oxford also embroidered, né? No, hoe kan ek say, ironing on stuff over here. It is absolutely, and then also this t-shirt. Now they do say, you can see there's a nice Oxford t-shirt over there, Oxford. They do say that this t-shirt is 4XL, but I can promise you now it is definitely not 4XL. It is probably at the best 2XL. So if you're a large XL or a 2XL, this t-shirt is going to be hunky-dory. Else, you can give it away. You can give it away. So those are the loveliness from Oxford, which is on as a giveaway. And all you need to do for that is tell me, number one, what is that mod which I actually showed you? What is that little system? And number two, what is this mod? So I'm looking inside chat for the two names of that mod and this mod. So the first member which actually gets that correct, you win this little hamper. Alright, proudly sponsored by Oxford South Africa, which is Sweet Bananas. And no, the Arbiter 2 30mm has not yet been released. We are all waiting in anticipation. Alright, so let's quickly go through the buffet. I'm still running my purge, and I'm still running, you can check how empty this little number is over here. The vanilla cola ice. Just replace the batteries there. But I mean, this thing goois word. Very much nice. So yes, the side piece with the Purge XRDA on top of that. And weirdly enough, I probably experienced better flavor today from that XRDA, which I actually got from the Arbiter 2, which is strange. So yeah, I did a new build, put a new build in there, new coils. So yeah, I'll just check that out. It's actually weird. So yes, and then obviously this little system. I'm running with the Arbiter 2 on top of that. Still great flavor, make no mistake. And then I've got this little guy with the clips on top of it. Not the clips, the intake on top of that. And this is the Hyperion, as you all know. Very nice MTL. Obviously I've got blimies in these, well, except this guy. This guy's running vanilla cola. Inside here I've got my blimey, and both of these guys I am running caramel cigar from Pied Piper, which is being mixed by Jurgens. My word. The Good Guys. It's being mixed by the Good Guys all the way from the Eastern Cape. So yeah, and it's really a lovely MTL tobacco, 12 milligram. So if you enjoy MTL and you enjoy tobacco, try that caramel tobacco. Get it in a 12 or get it in a 9 depending on the throat heat which you want. But yeah, this is the detonator with that lovely blue light. Look at that blue light, man. Beautiful, beautiful. And those are the four guys I'm running, which I basically permanently use. As I said, I use this guy for about 2 days today in the week again also. But unfortunately it started showing that same message, and it did it with 2 different RTAs which I actually had on top of it. The first one was, what was it, low temperature, and then it gave a something else, but it gave me 2 messages which prevented me from firing this guy. So it's a bit of a bummer, and it must be a fluke because I still see people posting pictures of that and enjoying this mod, and yeah, it's a pretty all that. Any case, let's quickly run through over here and see what's going on. Let's not neglect the more important people. All the way. I can't stop thinking about that bill that's going to be passed. Oh my shit nipple. Guys, here if I was you, I'd stock up on mods and stuff like that. Stock up on juice. You're going to have a shit time getting juice and things like that though. If I look at the stipulations, especially the packaging of vape or vape related products, tobacco related products. Holy crap sack. Kan mooi hoor en sien, dankie Maurits my chomma. Yes, that is me. I'm going to show you. This guy, which I've got, where's my number here? Uppity daisy. This little beast. Yeah, you all know this guy. With the S-guard on top of this guy. Now, I mean, it's very hard to find this specific version, but in case you were looking for a hammer of God mechanical, I think it's also 21700 is there. I can actually quickly say inside chat, but I mean 4 21700 batteries, 2 in series, 2 in parallel. You got kick for days, you got battery life for days. Oh my word. But he has actually got on his website as well. As I said, I'll show you that website. No problemo. I haven't heard this. Yeah, it was released yesterday. This whole piece of crap sack was released yesterday. Sorry, bad typing. I hadn't heard your relaxing voice in too long a relaxing voice, you say. Thank you very much for that, Keith Wilson. And welcome. Okay, we've got the Origin SE. Okay, the Origin, but I need both. Zach, I need both. I need this guy as well. You must tell me what mod is this as well with the Origin SE. But you're perfectly correct over there. So Zach was the first one. If Zach is the first one to actually name this as well, then Zach, you get this lovely Oxfire hamper tonight. Just quickly want to check over here. Okay, slideshow. There's just a few slides. There's only 4 slides which I want to show you. Bowl too low when glowing the coils on that mod, hence the low temperature message. It's not low. It's 0.69. It's 0.69. It's my MTL RTAs which I put on there, and both of them I've got exactly the same coils inside of it. Okay, this one's 0.73 at the moment, but it's funny, if this guy stands and I put in a battery, I can use it for about half a day and then the message pops up again. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest, I tell you. No matter which one of my MTL RTAs I put on there, but I mean currently, as I said, on the detonator, this thing works absolutely perfect. Hunky dory. That's hunky dory. Okay, so first thing, I'm quickly going to show you just the 4 slides which I found, which is very interesting, which we can actually talk about, which was, yeah, it's strange to me. Now that's the first one which you see over there. This oak, he decided to test his faith and go into a lion's den at a zoo. And of course these lions wanted to eat the bastard. But in any case, he was standing there and the lions came because they couldn't figure out what the hell this guy is. So you can see the lions are sassing out the story. They're going closer and they're retreating, and then the male, he starts going forward and he bites the guy on the arm, and then he goes back again, he checks it out. But all the way this guy, he just puts up his hands and starts praying. Starts preaching. And those lions started getting too aggressive. So the zookeepers actually had to sedate the male lion, and they used a high pressure water hose to keep the female lion away from the guy. All I actually want to tell you is don't take everything too literal. If you think you're going to test your faith this specific way, I'm sure the chances are fairly good that you might get bitten. So, any case, but yeah, that was one of the lion attacks, the male lion's attacks on that guy. That guy can be extremely lucky. He can, but there's a video out, so you can see it's either a Chinese or a Japanese guy which went into the lion with the lions. So you can look for the video. They actually show you the video. I just did a screenshot of that portion there where the lion actually attacks this guy. But yeah, they had to remove the guy from there. Any case, the three others are vape related things. I thought that was very cute. Look at that. It is some guy who actually 3D printed him small little crates for his batteries to actually go in. I just think it looks very, very nice. Anything which I can see is he probably has to have holes at the bottom so you can press your finger so that the battery can actually push up. Otherwise you need to tilt the whole thing the whole time. But it looks very cute. The small little 3D printed crates for the batteries. That was one. And then I came across this pipe, which is a very nice looking pipe. I might as well just give you the name over there. But it's got the K-Fun light. And I know Zach Damon is not a big fan of the K-Fun light. He gets, what is it? He gets almost like almost says a treble. What do you call it when you get a gurgling, almost a gurgling effect? Like juice bubbling when you suck on this thing. He could never get a smooth vape, or he struggled to get a smooth vape out of that thing. But the same with the guy which I bought it from. He couldn't. And the first time which I built the thing, I didn't have any issues. It actually worked perfectly. But that pipe which you see over there, and if in case you're interested, let's quickly go over here. I'm going to give you the name of that thing. Maybe you want to purchase it. Maybe 14 December. That is the Bent Wenge limited edition e-pipe. But it's a beautiful looking e-pipe over there. I will quickly copy and paste the name inside chat so you can have a look. Yeah, almost like turbulence fee. A turbulence, but normally they adjudicate turbulence to your airflow, which is not lacquer. But yeah, he got that type of situation with that thing. Anywho, so yeah, that's that. And then we have got this number, which I also thought was actually very, very nice looking. Look at that thing. And that is well, you can decide whether you want to stack it, but it's a mechanical 21700, but you can stack it to a dual 21700. But that's the John Full MRN Bomb V3. But what I actually wanted to show you is this guy's private collection. I mean, we think collections like this, I know Uncle Rob has got a mean collection, and I'm sure there's a few South Africans as well, high-end collectors which have also got very impressive setups. But I mean, look at this guy's setup. I mean, it puts this Geek Vape Oxford smock display of mine, it puts it to shame. But yeah, then again, it all depends on you. I'm not much into these very fancy stuff which these guys have, but it's still an impressive setup. And I think that thing alone retails for about £280 in a single mode, not a stack mode. So you can imagine the worth of that guy's collection, which he actually has at the back over there. That is very impressive, very impressive. So in any case, let's quickly go to chat again. Just want to go there, that one there. Okay, let's see if this guy actually comes up. It does. A few new products which I can show you there. Where are they now? Ek vat die ding alweer so lank. Gaan met hierdie. Okay, let's just close that El Bastardo quickly and just reopen it up again. Chromium. Yeah, I'll show you this guy again. There it is. If you can tell me what mod that is, together with the Origin Special Edition, then you're hunky-dory. I don't know why this thing is... Something is eating a lot of resources all of a sudden. Holy crap sack. Okay. Should be okay. We should be fine. We should be fine. Just translate that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we can run from the top and see what is the newest. Okay, let's quickly check out some products. First one first, we have got our finger cylinder bipod refillable kit by Ox Bar. I know you guys have become accustomed and you start enjoying these disposables so much that I thought, okay, let's just show you this. And to keep everyone happy inside. But yeah, you can go through this though, 10 colors, contrasting logo, blah blah blah, magnetic connectors, all the goods. You get a little lanyard thingy or more a wrist yard, polymer reservoir 2 milliliters. So yeah, cool beans. You can check this guy out, go back and pause if you're interested. I'm not much of a big fan. And then we've got the Requiem RTA by Vandy. Look at it. You don't see a lot of these RTAs actually come with colored glasses that actually match the drip tips, né? Single spiral tank, so single coil. So yeah, there's another single coil which is being released. It's not only that Steam Crave, the Meson RTA, but you've also got this guy. Set of replaceable shock resistance flasks with various shafts. Shock resistance flasks, I assume it is going to probably be not Perspex. Ag hier, kijk, vergeet ik ook alweer. Non-standard tank was made. Airflow from the top. Okay, goes all the way down the sides and then it's going to go underneath the coil. 4.5 milliliters of juice. It's very simple build deck, not a problem. The liquid sequentially fed into the evaporation chamber through the side channels in the dome. So yeah, so there's a nice one. New Requiem RTA from Vandy Vape. By the way, if you guys have not started watching Yellowstone, I downloaded the 4 seasons of Yellowstone. We're at episode 6 at the moment of season 1. Great. It is very, very nice. Let's go to the tourist breakfast, the Gear 10,000. Where is it going to end? 10,000 puffs on this number, which looks like a type, almost looks like as if it's been inspired by the detonator, eh? Check out that. Inspired by the det. 20 milliliter tank. Holy crap sack. No wonder it's 10,000 puffs which you have on this guy. Instead, they provided a carabiner. A carabiner, what's this thing over here? Attaching a lanyard. Okay, is that what the thing's called? But yeah, you can have a look at this thing. Look at the 20 milliliters tank. Now that is super impressive. Either 50 or 20 milligrams. Now obviously we all know 20 milligrams is probably the acceptable one. But this is the Gear 10,000 disposable. Alright, let's go on. Look at this guy. Doesn't this look a lot like the Abyss? When I had a quick look at this, it's the first thing which I thought of is the Abyss. So yeah. But interesting that somebody brings out BP mods. It's actually bringing out a Squonk mod, which is awesome for a change. So for you guys who are looking for something new to squonk on, because I mean a lot of these, geez, what was the last, put it this way, what squonk mods are still available at vendors? I mean, these guys haven't been made in such a long time that they're starting to become very scarce. Very scarce. So in any case, the Tomahawk side-by-side squonk mod. Aluminum body, 5.5 mils of juice, which is not too bad. I mean, normally the older ones gave you 8 till 10 milliliters of juice in the squonk bottles. The top sides and those kind of things. And the Therion squonker and all those numbers. Removable silicone reservoir was placed on it, reinforced with a metal frame, equipped with standard 510 24mm RTAs or RDAs. You will be able to fit on there, probably RDA for squonking, but you do get RTAs as well. And yeah, there you've got it. Not the nicest battery door, but at least you can get your fingers in there. Hopefully it's not a lot of turns. But yeah, I like the idea of the squonk bottle, which actually looks like an RTA. So you can decide whether you want to use a plain RTA on this guy, or you actually want to use it in squonking mode. Interesting. So they probably couldn't make that thing too high though, else most RTAs won't fit on there. And hence the reason why it's only 5 milliliters of juice. If they opted for a 10 milliliter thing, then I think the right hand side would probably have to be too high though, else this thing sticking out would look funny. So yeah, 2 amp charging, at least not too shabby, but unfortunately a 18650 battery. That is a bit of a bummer, but this thing looks a lot like the Abyss to me. And then there's a Meson, which I showed you last week, but probably got some nicer pictures for this thing there. Color palette, also single coil for you guys who have not been in the chat last week, who haven't watched anything. 810 drip tip though, not a bad looking drip tip, gotta say. You can see nice big pictures of the bull deck. And yeah, height not too bad. Most of these things are about 6 centimeters high, 60 millimeters high. RTA is not much of an issue. So that's Meson. And then we've got this little number which I'm not interested in, and then we've got this hex pod which I'm not interested in, but might as well just show it to you. Okay, maybe you like these form factors. Not for me though, not for me. Okay, so that's that regarding that little Okie. And then I just quickly want to show you the guys from the mods from Danger Vape Zone, so you can check that out. Okay, I'll probably have to open this guy first. Okay, there you go. There, that guy open there, and there, and okay, copy this there. Kom nou nie dwars wees nie man, hè. Moet nou nie so visie. Hy wil het nou ewe skielik nou nie optel nie. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Right. So you can actually see, here is some of the mods which Mr. Danger Zone has actually got in. But there you've got it. Very, very nice. So you have got the Duffpo MVP, which is cool beans, the Dead Space Hammer of God XL, and or you can go for the DNA version. He's also got the Lost Vape M200s in. He's got that there. So that's sweet. Saga 18650s. If you like the, what's it, the crickets. The crickets. They've also got something simple, or the leprechauns from Paddy Vapes. Remember those guys? He's also got stubbies inside. He's got the SXL class, which I enjoy a lot though. I've got one for myself. And then he's got the SX Mini all in one little unit. And then he's also got the DNA Solo 100Cs. So yes, some very nice mods for you oaks to actually go and have a look at and decide whether you want it for Christmas. But I think that looks very much bananas. Very much bananas. So before we show you this ugly legislation which they're planning to bring in, let's just close this guy as well. Let's just quickly go through the chat. Oh, this legislation is going to make a lot of people very angry. Very angry. Okay. So yeah, let's quickly see what's going on in chat. Let's go down there. Let's just minimize this guy, pull this guy down. Okay, I haven't been inside chat. Alright, Donnie Jonker says, alright, it is a 4 21/700s, so that's perfect now. festive season, loud and clear. Zach, great stuff. Dat dit loops gestroot. Sorry bad typing. I've been there. Build low. Hey guys, Kevin Long. Good evening, Kevin. IPv5. No, it's not the IPv5. No, it's not the IPv5. I'll show you again. So that's better now. I can't show you the fire button because the name is on the fire button. But yeah. There's a quick one for you. You might get a clue over there if you pause this thing. But it is a voltage mod. It's not a wattage mod. It's the only thing which it can do. It can lock. It's got this lock on the side over here, below over there, and then you've got the adjusting of the wattage. So you can actually lock this guy and not use it, or unlock it and use it. That's actually sweet. Okay, so I have the MRN. Wow, Maurits, nicely done. That's the T6 Alu MRN. Die man is op het, nee. Op het. Sien die kringe waarin hierdie pere beweeg. Is net anderste. Jaco, it's not the Wismec RX Gen 3. Evening everyone, I'm a bit late. Good evening Cleve and Buntain. Love over there. Jaco Veldhuis. Jaco Veldhuis has got it. Yeah, it's the Dovpo V. There you've got the name. The V. It's the Dovpo V. Sweet bananas. I actually saw this mod. Someone brought it in back in the day. Some other South African vendor back in the day. And by the time which I obviously woke and started seeing these mods and got an interest in these kind of things, the guy was sold out. And I couldn't find it nowhere. But I love the look of this, and I love the fact that it's only voltage and that it can lock, and it's a dual 18650. And so I actually ordered one from overseas. And when it got here, kept it over there. I had that nice metallic green version. So then one of the mates, I think Martinez needed a mod. So I decided, okay, let's sponsor him this mod. And I missed it so much. I actually got myself the silver one as well. So yes. So yeah, no Zach, you're a bit late now. No, you're a bit late. Jaco Veldhuis. Except if Jaco Veldhuis wants to offer the gift to you, then he's welcome to. So I don't know what size Jaco Veldhuis is, but so there you've got the Origin SE. Now I can show you that. You've got a lekker t-shirt which says 4XL, but I wear 4XL. And it's definitely not 4XL this. And then a lekker embroidered Oxford keppie. That's alles daar so vir jou. So Jaco, you can decide if you want it. We can post it up to you, or you can gift it to Zach, and Zach can get it done. No problems, no problems. Alright, so let's quickly go into this thing. Look at that. Look at when that was released. Yesterday. It was released yesterday. Now people, we are in for a serious restriction time. So I'm not sure if people like Maurits have actually gone through this thing already, can give us a bit more clarity. But I have not read the whole thing, most certainly not. So maybe if Maurits has got any idea what is in store for us, next week will probably be my last December or 2022 broadcast before January, when we start up January again. And by the way, in case you're wondering what the topic is for tonight's show, I got a message from Mr. Rob Fisher. When was it? On Sunday? I'm not sure. On Sunday. But he wanted to find out whether my address was still the same, because he wanted to send me a parcel. But he can't tell me what the parcel is. So, thinking it will most definitely get here by Wednesday, because I mean, it is the courier guy. They did dispatch it on Monday, but it didn't pitch up here. Didn't pitch up. But apparently this is Kaiser's secret surprise. So I thought it was a glitter bomb initially, or some other flower bomb, or whatever the case may be, just for a nice little Christmas prank, you know. But then he sent me all the people that was actually involved in this gift, and that is, besides Rob Fisher, it's Charles, it's Maurits, it's Dion, it's Tienis, it's Elias Retief, It is anonymous, which is probably my mother-in-law. No, that's, and then Farad from Homegrown Distributions. Those people were all involved in this gift. I know some of them like me. Probably all of them like me. But they won't give me a glitter bomb. So I'm extremely excited as to what this gift is. But I am only allowed to open it up on a live show. So now I feel as if I'm in that echelon yet again with the top vapors, where those guys get gifted by their members or the patrons or whatever. And yeah, look at this. And I often get gifted. I mean, Dion Dunhauser comes in here and drops off a few things. Jaco Veldhuis sends a bit of juice over here. So, no man, you guys really spoil me. So that's fantastic stuff. So I'm extremely excited. I'm like a little kid. Since I can remember, if there's presents, I get so excited because I want to see what is in the inside. Everyone likes presents, I'm sure about that. So hopefully I will get it tomorrow or the day after. Which I actually hope not. I hope I get it next Tuesday, because for that thing to lie here for 5, 6 days or 7 days until the next live show is going to be murder on me. Dit gaan sy sielkundige eis, sy tol eis op my. In any case, let's quickly look at this. Tobacco Products and Electronic Delivery Systems Control Bill has been tabled before Parliament, starting the process of getting proposed changes for smokers and tobaccos. Oh my word. The bill was tabled on 9 December 2022. Broadly, the bill provides for banning of smoking in public places. Now remember, each time when they're going to say smoking, it relates to vaping as well. Okay. One of the more controversial aspects of the bill, which has faced backlash from the burgeoning vape or e-cig industry, are regulations controlling electronic nicotine delivery systems and non-nicotine delivery systems and matters connected with the sector. The laws empower the minister to make a host of regulations. The minister, I assume it's the health minister, Minister of Trade, I've got no idea. The distance within which smoking is prohibited from an operable window or ventilation inlet or entrance and exit of an enclosed public place or workplace. The prohibition of smoking in or at outdoor public places, workplaces, blah, blah, blah. The actions must be taken by the owner, the person to control, various measures to regulate, so it goes on and on and on. Look at this. The prison sentence can range between 3 months for smoking or vaping where you shouldn't, to 20 years for selling tobacco products to children. Now that I agree with. That I'm very happy with, that the laws for selling to children is this strict. Because that's the only way where people actually start listening. Whether it's said, no, listen, 16-year-old, your 400 rand for disposables is not worth the while anymore, because I can go to prison for 20 years. It makes the person just think again before selling to the youth. So that I'm fine with. But yeah, no smoking areas. These include an enclosed public place, enclosed workplace, or on a public conveyance, any space that is within prescribed distance from an operable window or ventilation, any motor vehicle or a private enclosed space when a non-smoker or a child is present. Okay. Now remember, for you it's fine to say, listen, ek is haragat, I'm going to decide to ignore this. No, you can't ignore this. Because when you're driving public, anyone can phone in and say, listen, there's a guy that's vaping and I saw his child was with him in the car. You know the public. You know how many Karens are out there. You know the platform that has been given to all the weirdos in this world at the moment. So yeah, the chances are good that it could happen. It could happen. So you must be wakey, papa. A private dwelling or elsewhere on the premises of a multi-unit residence. Multi-unit. So especially if you think about students that share hostels, the military, the barracks. There's one guy that might be vaping, it might irritate somebody else, and the guy can actually come into trouble. So yeah, private dwelling, if that private dwelling is used for any commercial child care activity, child stay, for schooling, tutoring, domestic employment, blah, blah, blah. The minister may also, blah, 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 okay, you can go through that. According to the bill, it's up to the owner. Okay, we've got that blah, 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 packaging and retail. Now, this is where the big problem is going to start coming in, which I feel for the people selling juices. Under the proposed laws, no form of advertising for tobacco products can exist. Remember, I'm telling you now, it includes vaping products as well. Any tobacco-related releasing system. Whilst this can be the case in media and sponsorships for several years already, the new bill kicks this up a notch. When enacted, no tobacco products can be visible at the point of sale, and retailers and wholesalers, with a few exceptions, may only present the products upon request by a customer. So yeah, you're not allowed to see it anymore. It's not visible. Now you know all these vendors, all these vape shops, they've got everything stacked up and is displayed because it looks nice. If this thing gets passed, that's all going to have to change. The laws would also empower the minister to determine the exact packaging, and that's where it actually comes in, where this guy can decide what the packaging must be. And if you do not adhere to that, we're talking about possible 20 years. Probably won't get that much though. That's for selling to children. I think that's the most extreme. But even a couple of years, even a couple of months, even a couple of weeks, that sucks. That sucks big time. All brand elements on, inside, or attached to the packaging or on an individual tobacco product are prohibited unless the brand name and the product name appear in standard color and typeface together with other permitted. So do you think all these little fancy bottles with the nice colorful displays and things like that is going to work? Nope, think again. The laws also empower the minister to make regulations for the packaging and labeling of electronic nicotine delivery system, electronic non-nicotine delivery devices, tobacco devices, which may also include standardized packaging, health warnings, blah 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 blah. Sweet tooth and no delivery. Let's quickly go there. The proposed laws put a blanket ban on the sale of any confectionery or sweets that look like tobacco products. All right, fair and well. These are part of the wider clampdown. No person shall sell or offer to sell or supply any confectionery or toy or any item designed to resemble or has the likely effect of promoting. People, you can go through this thing and then you come to this, and I just stopped on this page over here. Now, in case you cannot read what is standing over there, when it comes to the packaging, the minister may make regulations, blah, 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 standardized packaging. No person shall manufacture, for sale, import, or sell electronic nicotine delivery, electronic unless it is packaged and labeled as the prescribed manner and the appearance, size, and shape of the tobacco device, electronic delivery system, or electronic is as prescribed. You can go through this whole thing, peoples. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely, can I say, it's going to confine a lot of the vape industry to such a matter that a lot of things I think, I pressed the wrong button. Am I still there? Am I still on? Let me just quickly show you inside chat whether I'm still there. Alright, I still should be fine. Okay. Fee agreed. Right, let's quickly see what's going on over here. Yeah, you're still here. Up. I almost pressed stop streaming. Holy crap sack. Not almost, I did. I enjoyed Yellowstone. Yeah, Yellowstone is very, very good. Dafpo V, Oxfire, we've got that little there. Uncle, hello, Uncle Rob. Hey, it's Mr. Robbie inside the house. Hello, Dafpo V box. Yes, Shishal, hey everyone. Yasu, seems like I need to stand along the main road. No more online sales. online would be the biggest problem. You're still, yeah, alles reg, cool. What's up with the world where countries, governments can tell you what they can put into your own body, but they can sell missiles, guns, etc. to do what? Sorry to get political. Yeah, Keith, we all know that. We all know these kind of things. And yeah, the clampdown, I think, is totally, it's too much. It is too much. They could be a lot more lenient regarding a lot of those things. But hopefully, as I said, Maurits does us the favor and go through this thing. I can actually post a link while I've got the link over here. You guys can go and check out this thing at a later stage. And as I said, thank you, Zach, for also forwarding to me. You actually reminded me, because I wanted to talk about this thing. But yeah, there it is. There's the business link. So you guys can go and check that out. But it is sad. It is a sad future ahead of the game. And I know there's obviously going to be a lot of vendors, the guys with the laboratories, which is not going to have issues with, there's more stricter labeling and things like that, though. They've already got perfect health standards in place. And yeah, I think they're going to be fine. But it's going to be these other oaks with their backstreet jobs, the smaller oaks, which is going to be a problem here. Porn is freely available. Let's clamp down on tobacco, the poor children, scary times we live in. Yeah, no, I would focus a lot more energy on crime. Definitely that. If you minimize crime, there's a bit more money. And if there's a bit more money, then there's a bit more energy generation. Then we've got a bit more electricity. So yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. But I feel that our country has to be on the bottom of the wheel at the moment. Whether we're almost at the bottom, but if we're not at the bottom, we're very close to the bottom. And from then on, things will start going up again. I mean, I'm sure the country will rebuild themselves in the next couple of decades. And I think we will get back to where we were. And as soon as people start seeing that growth, start seeing the clampdown on the corruption, more policing, more honest policing, more involvement from the public, where there's a real economic, social growth, these people are going to be happy to start investing in our country again, and we will start growing. I'm sure of that. We must just get rid of the ANC first of all, or even if the ANC wants to stay in power, just so that they can have a mindset change and or get rid of all the bastards which still have got this mentality where they blame everything on the previously advantage, no matter how many years have actually passed. I mean, there will probably be 4 generations down and still blame it on the past, just as an excuse for their failure. I mean, it's very lot. It reminds me a lot of the game which I'm currently playing, that Sniper Elite 5. As soon as I play and I start getting more kills than most people, and it happens to other people as well, which is very good in the game, then the vote kicking starts. It's absolutely crazy. And as soon as you start doing good, then people just want to get rid of you. That's it. Because the majority are underachievers, put it that way. And they don't want to feel or look out of place. And then someone just vote kick you. And I think that's what's happening. That's why they want to get rid of this head of ESCOM now. Because this guy's trying his best. I can guarantee you this guy's probably trying. And there's just too many cracks in the system. I mean, how do you fill those cracks if you don't have the support base? So I feel very sorry for that guy. There's a lot of pressure on him. But I'm sure his intentions are good. I think so as well. Okay, Cleveland Tate. They could use their time to fix the electricity issue. Yeah, they can. I mean, they are definitely larger countries, economically more empowered countries, which really want to help out South Africa. But it's a type of situation of one bitten, twice shy. And in South Africa's case, I'm sure it's more like 10 times bitten, twice shy. Because of how many overseas countries have actually given money to us to build schools or improve the hospitals or things like that, and then the money disappears. Then it gets stolen. Look at all these weird athletics tracks which gets built, soccer fields, fake schools. Another thing which you can actually go and look out. Here, let me just put off this aircon. It's getting very cold inside here. And I'm sure you hear that humming sound. I actually got to put off the aircon from the beginning. But I think you will be staggered, even myself, if you find out how many fictitious posts are created at businesses. Especially when it is state-run, put it that way. Because I know a lot of schools do that, where they create fictitious posts for educators which do not exist, so that the money gets paid, and then obviously somebody benefits from that. But the teachers is just not there. But from the school sides, they are registered, and the paperwork is sent in for a ghost. And you can think by yourself the amount of cash which these guys, if they've got 5 fictitious posts, just 5, in a specific school. That's, let's say, after these guys don't have medical, etc., and they've fairly been in the business for long. You're talking about 20 to 25,000 rand, which these guys can get. So times that with 4 or 5 fictitious teacher posts, and that's one school. Imagine how many state businesses or departments these things are happening. It's absolutely crazy how money is being wasted in this beautiful country of ours. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, let's quickly go on here. Fee and health, they can include non-nicotine products. Yeah, it's because there's something kind of, one of the days they're gonna prevent you from walking outside when it's extremely cold, so that the mist don't come out of your mouth, because they're probably gonna fine you for that, because it looks as if you're vaping. So you'll have to stay indoors in times like that. Shame on Henry Landsberg. YouTube blocks your message, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with your message. Porn is freely available. Yeah, it's hard to be optimistic, but the CEO of Eskom resigned today, didn't he? I'm not even sure. I don't blame the guy if he resigns, because the amount of flack which he gets just because he can't fix things. And as I said, I'm sure 99% of what he's trying to fix is out of his hands. I mean, you got to have a support base. Sure. The money is somewhere in a couch, yeah, or somewhere on a farm in the furniture, Mr. President. But yeah, we must sell wildlife. So I wonder what's going to happen with that whole story. Andre de Ruyter resigned, yes. Oh my word, that's not good. That's not good at all. So yes, Henry Landsberg, welcome to this though. If you missed it though, just rewatch. There's a nice link that's going to give you lovely reading material on the bill and it's fresh off the press from the bill which is being proposed for smoking and smoking related products like e-cigarettes. So yeah, so I've got no idea. So we can talk about this if somebody goes into depth with it. I will talk to Moritz though. Hopefully Moritz will go through this, study it, and give us a nice breakdown of exactly what we can expect as users and what the vendors can expect as sellers, what the manufacturers supplying the vendors, whatever the case may be, how it could impact us as soon as this thing is being released. So yeah. Anything else from you guys' side? What are you guys vaping on? Something interesting? Anybody switch up the gear from last week, which is not vaping exactly the same, which you've got over there, which did like me? I've got the detonator for a change. I've got the Dafpo V for a change. I've got the Hadron for a change. And yeah, maybe my last Wednesday next week, I will make it a mech evening. So then I will just build these guys and give some serious vaping over there. I'm still going to have my MTLs, but maybe I can put my MTLs on a mech device. Lord knows. I thought Elon Musk was a crackpot, but hey, Mars is looking good right now. Yeah, I think the sun is looking good right now to stay on. I think any place. But as I said, South Africa is a beautiful country. I will not take that away. There's friendly people in South Africa. There's beautiful people. The scenery is great. We just need to fix the infrastructure. And slowly but surely, there's more and more people, and you notice it. You can notice it by the Facebook comments whenever something happens. I mean, it's the whole whole ethnic spectrum is starting to appear as negative comments, in the sense of we don't like this corruption. The decision of this president sucks, or whatever the case may be. There's a lot more people coming together and identifying the issues and the problems. So yeah, I think the ANC will still take the next election, to be quite honest. But I think they're going to make it just. I think this will be the last time where they will actually be in power. Because I think most of South Africa is waking up. And hence the reason why the ANC would love the criminals to also vote. Because those guys know that the ANC is the government, and the government can decide to pardon these guys earlier or make life for them much nicer, or as nice as what it currently is, maintain that niceness. The fact that they've got cell phones, televisions, can buy steaks or whatever, do what they want inside the jails as long as they vote for them. But the kids are wising up. The generation's coming through. They're getting slimmer. And these people are starting to be able to vote now. And that's what these guys are not counting on. They're not counting on. So yes, I started the Beast today and enjoying it. Oh wow! Pierre de Kok, did you buy that Torrent Beast which was on the ESIC SA forums, which somebody sold? I think Zach Damon sold the Torrent Beast, the stainless steel one. Jaco Veldhuis, some cookie dough, tobacco and Irish cream tobacco. Nice. Jy maak mos die weirdste goedjies. Allerhande van die goed. Vanilla, cinnamon, candy sticks and all kind of stuff. Raisin, brandy, chocolate ice cream, all those funny things. Okay guys, that's that from me. That's basically what I've got to say. If there's anybody that's got a contribution inside chat, speak up now, forever hold thy peace. Got to run, but so good to hear from you again. Have a blessed Christmas. Keith, if I don't see you next Wednesday evening, the same to you. Thanks for popping in here. It's actually very nice to see you guys again. Nope, bought it long ago. I also probably need to start up my Torrent Beast again. Absolutely, I think I need to do that. Bring out the old blue Ages Legend special edition and things like that. Sleek custard in the recurve and top of the pulse too. Good night. All right, Oaks. On that note, I'm gonna sign off to you guys so we can watch. Me and my wifey can watch season 1, episodes 7. And by the way, I got a very nice Seagate external drive, because the current drives which I've got are filled up with movies and seasons. What do you call this stuff? Series. So I actually bought a new one, which is a Seagate 5 terabyte external drive, and it's actually smaller than the 2 terabyte, but it works like a bomb, I'm telling you now. And it's not that expensive. So yeah. Donnie Jonker said he's going to get the L200. I saw that somewhere. Donnie, I saw. Oh, you commented on the post inside the community tab. Yeah, he's bringing in a 21700. He says unfortunately he can't get in more or most of the colors because of what is currently available. So it seems like these things are going very, very quickly. What series are you watching? Now, there's quite a lot which I'm watching. But things which I really enjoy is the Better Call Saul, I enjoyed. Prison Break, I enjoyed. Game of Thrones, I enjoyed. Suits, fantastic. Suits was super. Dexter was very good, except the half of the last season I was not a big fan of. Yellowstone, which we're currently watching. There's so many great series out there. So many great. Obviously, The Big Bang Theory. I watch a lot of the old stuff again. It's old British stuff like The Blackadders. I watch Fawlty Towers. I think I've watched the Fawlty Towers more than 10 times. I think it's only 12 episodes. But things like that though. Father Ted, Cheers, Seinfeld, Frasier, those kind of stuff. I enjoy that. So yes, cheers everyone. Have a great weekend. I'm on leave and going camping. Henry, enjoy that. Everything. You guys, I will see you next Wednesday and we will open the package together. So if it's a glitter bomb, then you guys are going to have a good time next Wednesday evening. If it's not, then I'm going to have a good time next Wednesday evening. So yes, Oaks, Stay well, and thank you very much for joining tonight and participating inside the chat. And go well.